Steve will do.
Steve.
It's all right, Bev. Don't worry.
That's why then.
Right, good evening, Mr. Collins.
Good evening.
I'd like to ask you, what was your first recollection going down the Reno? The first time?
The very first time.
Yeah, the very first.
The very first time I always remembered it because what had happened, I'd gone to St. Wilf's with Jan Willis and Mike Rowell. So Mike said to his mum is staying at mine, and I said I'm staying at his. Anyway, went to the Mountain House. Didn't like that, and it was all right, all regular, like you're saying, and all that, but a bit dark and dingy, so we said, oh, we'll go to the Reno. So gets there, so I knew Latty because he was my dad's friend, and Ganyu was there, and the sheriff at the time, I don't know if you can remember them,
I remember
old timers, so they let me in anyway. So, but we were sort of like scruffy compared to everyone else in there, so I thought, I kept saying to Mike and Jan, why are they dressed like that and we're like this? And he said to me, Jan, turned around, I'll never forget it, he said, because these are cool shine boys, and I thought, what's a shine boy? So he said, well, that's what they call them from Liverpool, so that kind of stuck in my mind, and then I changed the way that I dressed and everything, because I was kind of dressing sort of like a skinhead, you know, with parallels and all that, but when you went in the Vino, it was kind of like double sharp, like mohair suits, you know, Ben Sherman shirts, and I thought, fucking hell, no, I want some of that, but how am I going to get it? So the only way we could get it, me, Mike and Jan, was obviously doing naughty things, and I kind of got addicted to it, and the music as well. And some of the women, I mean, some of them were stunning. Do you remember Amina?
Yeah, Amina Fagala.
No, Adams. Amina Adams, stunning. The Joando girls, stunning as well.
So what did you think of the music then?
The music?
What was your...
Well, I've been listening to Motown where I come from in Miles Platin growing up. It wasn't that kind of type of soul, it was like gentle soul Motown. So when you go to the Reno, they're sort of playing all like Otis Redding, Wilson Pickett, and thinking, wow, what's this music? And then that leads you to start buying it. And in the end, I amassed a collection probably of 500 albums, 1,000 singles, but I had a roving eye, so every time I had a domestic, I'd have to keep taking my tunes with me. So in the end, it was too many. So I had to give them to the eldest boy, and he's still got them all.
Oh.
But I love music, you know, all types of music. And again, like Persian, Cooler, they were the ones for me that sort of like influenced me in my type of music, because they went right across the board. You'd go in the Reno and they'd play a tune and you'd think, well, why are they playing that? For example, Ben, Michael Jackson, the album, there's a tune on it called We've Got a Good Thing Going. Yeah. Never ever played in town, but played in the Reno. Jazz, proper jazz, played in the Reno. You couldn't go nowhere else to listen to that type of music.
So did you think when you went down there, the music, the people, did it give you a sort of identity, a sort of belonging where you go,
it does,
belong here?
because you see everyone from your shade to Persian shade, and there was no violence. It was like if you went down there and you were skinned, you got looked after, you know. And as a kid, I was more into smoking than drinking. Drinking come many years later.
So you would say it was like an extended family?
Most definitely, most definitely. Well, look how long we've known each other, for one, and then our children, grandchildren, you know, so we go back a long way. And a lot of these do it in reality, they probably don't realise it, but if they don't know me, they'll definitely know my brothers, or they would have known my mother or my father.
I think the last question is, do you miss it?
Well, yeah. What I miss is it's 12 o'clock at night, you're bored, you've got like a tenner in your pocket, you think, oh fuck it, I'll go to the Reno for a couple of hours. Things like that. Because you could do it on a Wednesday night.
Because you didn't need a lot of money, did you?
No.
You always knew when you went out,
You could be alright.
the man was there.
Or you could make a little raise, you never know.
Well, I think we all had our eyes open.
Yeah.
You know, that was part and parcel.
Well, you learned to hustle, didn't you, in the Reno? You learned to survive. Yeah.
You know, and you had good mentors.
Yeah, most definitely.
Did you ever gamble? Did you ever go on the gambling route?
No, I like horses as opposed to cards.
Well, did you ever go in?
Oh, yeah, I went gambling room, because my dad gambled. He was a mad gambler, my dad.
So in all, the Reno for you was an experience that you don't think you would have missed?
No. I wouldn't have been me. I'd have missed it. I'd be somebody else. I had to be around my own people en masse. So see, when I say my own people...
But you feel comfortable?
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's no, you're this or you're
Yeah,
that.
no, white, black,
5
brown.
minutes, folks.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Go on, Phil.
Go on.
Feedback. Just wait a bit, person. Cooley sort of play a lot of B-sides, did it? Yeah, but more, you know, for me, I don't know Cooley, because I spoke to Cooley, you know, he said I used to play all the B-sides and they were better.
Let's feedback on the...
Sorry, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
sorry,
come on.
sorry.
Feedback, anybody?
That was a good interview.
Yeah.
Definitely. Different style.
Different, yeah.
Definitely.
Nice question.
Yeah, frank, true, you know what I mean? True.
Yeah, you can batter me now, Phil.
You didn't have to draw him out. You asked a question, then he just flowed with it.
And you listened really well, and you bounced off each other, and again you revealed your commonality, you know, that you've got something in common.
It's fascinating to learn about the journey, about when you first entered and what it made you as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like the arena made you a hustler, it made you that you survive, survive kind of
But
thing.
it was also about, did you notice how his, like, oh, I'm going to be hit. Did you hear the clothes and how it was? And a lot of that was, for your side, even like when we went down, it was the thing about, Brian just mentioned a few of the girls' names, that there was girls in there that were iconic at how they dressed, because they had the money to dress. So at that stage of when we went down, it was about clothes as well.
Yeah,
it wasn't a big thing, but you always knew you had to look nice. Do you know what I mean? So that was how it was for you, wasn't it?
If you go into a club when you're young, for all of us, and there's older people there dressed to the nines like Superflies, and you know, you know, it catches you. You look and you go, hey, that's smart, that, like you just said.
Yeah.
I want a bit of that. Now, how you get a bit of that? You've just said a bit, you know what I mean? You hustle. But that's how you want it to be.
But I think that was a dress code for the Reno at that time. Smart.
I go down in
But it
76
costs
and
money.
it's changed then to exactly the opposite.
Denim.
It's that,
Yeah, the
it's
more
flat
laid
jackets
back,
and
more
cargo
Really?
Yeah,
pants.
but that was the
So
style.
I went down being like smooth, you know, like pencil skirts and all that, and ended up in cargo pants and Doc Martens. and
Really?
things, Yeah.
See
It's
that?
exactly
So
the
I
opposite.
didn't see that.
Yeah.
No, that's how the fashion's changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the times.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the youth
I went
culture changed.
down in Bib and Brace, denim shirt, Bib and Brace, platforms, and sometimes Vinicius Afghan coat.
A what?
Afghan coat.
Never
Oh,
liked the
God.
platforms, me.
Them stinky things.
What's that?
I bought a pair and I got into a fight, man, and just kept hitting death. And
You don't got good balance, mate. I can remember getting chased by the police with them on, never caught me. Might have lost the heels.
Right, what shall we, anybody got any more feedback?
Excellent.
Yeah, great, yeah, and dead energetic. Right, swap over, folks.
Good evening, Brian.
Oh, good God, Brian. Your Your
Careful.
life's in danger.
As we're talking about fashion, who would you have said, in your opinion, who was iconic for being very smart in the Reno? Anyone stand out in your mind at all, male or female?
Standing out, I think most men now, even the young guys, they all dress smart. But if you've got to talk about standing out, I've already said it in an interview before, Stan Finney and our Ricky, because they both, because it's hard, anything they wore they seemed to suit. They could wear anything, you could throw a pair of scruffy pants on them and they still look top of the world. And if you look at Stan today, that man today still dresses as sharp as he did then. And God bless my brother, before he died, he still dressed as sharp. Hats, you name it. But generally, everybody dressed smart, but them two for me stood out.
So that's the males. What about the girls? Was there any sort of girls you thought, well, she's all right? No, be honest. Doesn't matter.
Well, it wasn't fashion with the girls, I'm sorry. You know,
I know what it
because I think as a young man, when you dress to look like the others to be smart, you're trying to attract the opposite sex. Look at me, I'm smart. Look, I've got this, I've got that. You know, and that's what attracts the female. You look at the female and go, Well, I don't like the way she's dressed, so I don't fancy her.
So there was not one individual that you thought, well,
Well, I think you've
she's
got to
a
look
bit
at the
special.
older ones down the corner where Steve will know what I'm saying. I call it the old man's corner, right? And even though they were in the 20s, right? The women there, the women they were with, they dressed smart. Chips,
Yeah.
Rita, you know, and a few other women. But like I say, they were out my reach. They're too old, man. That wasn't mine.
So you don't like a mature woman then?
I've been with a few mature women, let me tell you. But the thing was, that seemed to be like, I suppose it's like going in a club, and that's where the big boys are. They're all stuck down there. The rest of us, you know, it's like, looking at it if you didn't know, it's like the rest of you can go sit over there, you get over there. Like you say, when you used to go through the door, how many young men used to stand at them doors and stand there and look, and then you look down there, even when the big man come in, they walk straight down.
King and Queen, that's what they do.
There you go. That was the throne room, that corner was the throne. But it was good, they had characters there, beautiful characters, and I suppose some bad characters.
Well, there's definitely bad characters. Can you point out any bad characters that come to mind?
I know a few that people say, oh no, they were alright then, but I'm not naming names because I don't think it's right to be naming names when then people have children and grandkids.
No, but what you can do is describe the person then, and you kind of will understand who it is without saying the name.
Well, he had a big afro, he had platform shoes.
That's the club.
Exactly.
I know that
No, I mean, I've known people to come to me in them days, oh, he's a bad guy, but to me, he never done anything to me. Respectful, you know, you knew, yeah, they had bad ways, but as long as you talk to people with respect, you expected the same kind of respect back. Whether they were bad, whether they were poncy, whatever. Because when you're going in the Reno, no matter what you say, it's a family thing, it's a family atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know, so you've got your good, bad, you know what I mean? But it's all family sort of thing. And I've never seen another club like it, to be honest with you.
No, I don't think you ever will do again, mate.
You know, you know, it was just had its own vibe. Everybody was different. You couldn't turn around and say two people were the same or similar. They were doing different things.
Yeah, all different shades.
Yeah, all different shades as well. I've begin to realise now, right, that we were all the same. We didn't know it then, but as far as I'm concerned, all my ancestors, I've traced my ancestors, and they believe in evolution. We all come from Africa, so we was all family. Whether white, black, pink, yellow, we're all family. Only some man didn't know it. Some man said, I'm not your family because you colour your skin.
Yeah.
But when you see how everybody got on,
Well, that's a special kind of love, though, isn't it, there in the Reno?
it's a family, it's like a family thing. And I'm not going to knock it.
Well,
You know, I've been to a heap of clubs, I've been to clubs in London. But that got Bristol, Birmingham, Reno, I'm sorry, it just had its own atmosphere. Just had its own atmosphere.
Thank you very much for that, Brian.
You're welcome, mate. You're welcome. And remember, you're only a
Bang on 5 minutes. Feedback, folks. Feedback, folks.
You've got your phone on vibrate for 5 minutes, haven't you?
No.
It was good again. You drew out the story of the interior of the Reno. You know, standing by the toilet door.
Yeah.
Right, the end room, the top end. Right, you actually brought that out and you could visualise it. Right, so I think that was a good interview.
It was less about you then, a little bit, I think, and more about the Reno.
It was, yeah. And about the people, it wasn't about him, how he
Which
was.
Well, you know, when you looked in that corner and you looked at the people in them corners, these were big, to me, even though they're only 5-6 years older than me, they're big people. From the moment I went in the Reno, and the big men, no, who is it, where is it? Billy Marble.
Yeah.
I call Billy Marble my uncle. I always called him uncle. And how old is he? He's about 4 years old. Well, so he's not
Let's
much older than me.
we're critiquing Phil's interviewing skills I'm really missed the lynching myself, but go on. No, so what do we think about Phil's interviewing skills?
Like I said, I think he drew out
That's a good question.
the imaging of the wheel. The Reno.
Yeah.
I've chocolate as well.
You've been on it. Been on it again. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
he actually painted the picture, right? Fair enough to go with what you're saying. You didn't draw out about your life.
And what it meant.
What it meant to you.
No, what I tried to say, what I was saying was, as it's about what's that going in the Reno, what I'm trying, from my perspective, what I'm seeing when I'm going down there.
You're walking through the door.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because I'm brought up in Moss Side, right? So the Reno to me was just an extension of Moss Side. When people say, I can't remember the first I went to Reno because it was there. I went there, you know. And I can't remember who I went with, but no doubt it'll be boys from town.
But what we're critiquing is Phil's interview skills, and what I think you did well was ask the questions that you wanted to know the answer to.
Well, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I was trying to be intimate.
Yes, and that came over. And the way that, and I noticed that Brian, look at how Brian sat to how he first was sat. You know, he started to relax and trust that you weren't out to get him. Do you know what I mean? So I thought that was,
They bounced off each other.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word.
We go back over 40 years, though. That's probably why.
Yeah, but you allow.
50 years.
Yeah.
It's not that way about it.
Baseball.
You make anybody feel that way about it.
Yeah, definitely. So everybody's definitely got their own interview skill. Yeah, I think the way that you asked such a specific question really set the tone for the interview.
Well, I only learned that from what you were saying before about sort of don't let just die, go to it gradually and sort of seduce him into giving me the answer that I was looking for.
Can I just say, these interviews got better when we didn't ask a specific question.
Yeah.
They did.
Well, you know why that was? Because we all bounced off each other's interview.
Yeah.
And give us all each other confidence, you know.
Yeah.
And like,
More
And
relaxed.
grow
I mean,
into
no disrespect, Jeffrey. Yours was a bit, because you were the first one. You know what I mean? And then from that one, then it built up from that one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I think once we got off, you see, when you ask a question like, can you remember the last time you went to the Reno? You know, I don't think really any of us here can remember the last time we went. You've got to be very lucky. So, that's why I say, what did the Reno mean to you? But, you know, instead of saying, can you remember your last night there? Because I can remember the year that I was last there. It was just 85, when my daughter was born. Never went back after that.
We've got
But I had a
Ivan
family
to
there, I
do,
started a new family, I was living somewhere else.
It's been great to see it in this format rather than around table, like, as it's been, like, and you've all taken to being in front of it. And I don't know, just it's what I mean, but it's been more an informal conversation around the table in the past, like, and people have spoken up at different times. Yeah, well, you know.
Who wants a second go?
Yeah, and you've all shone to it.
Who's not been on?
Everybody's been on, but Ivan. Who wants a second go?
Ivan? Come on, mate, get up here.
Who wants a second? Who wants a second?
Get Brian doing it.
Do you want me to do it?
Get